Ready to get this game started. Here's Evan McPherson. And we're off and running at Paycor Stadium. On the return, here's Ray McLeod. Good looking return here, and he's got room. And they'll start this drive in good position, a little shy of the 40. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Penix going to throw straight away. Nabbed by Kyle Pitts. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
They'll run it here with Bijan Robinson. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. To the air with Penix. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete. Couldn't find Kyle Pitts on that throw. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Throwing Penix. And in for the Atlanta touchdown. So a touchdown on the board for them, Brock, as they start this game off a perfect 1-for-1 offensively.
Yeah, I'm going to call that scripting for success right there. Can't do it much better than that. And listen, when you script these first plays, you don't always know who the targets are going to be. It's really then relying upon what the defense is trying to take away. They couldn't take away that big old tight end.
To kick it away, here's Pinion. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
Right to the air, Burrow. And his game will begin with an incomplete pass. This one intended for the running back. And it's going to be 2nd down.
Here we go.
First give of the game here to Chase Brown. He finds space for a few yards that time. D. Alford getting there for the stop. Working quickly here. On 3rd down, here's Burrow. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Offense in the hurry up here. Now movement as somebody goes early, and for the first time today, we're going to hear from our officials. There was a blitz coming, and that got somebody to panic and jump early. It cost them 5 yards. After the penalty, let's see how their composure is on this 4th down. Now we're going to get an offensive timeout. That's their first. And after using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The Bengals send out the punting unit. He sends this away, and oh, this is going to be a field flipper. Takes this in at the 25. And he puts together a nice little return there before they're able to bring him down. 65 yards on the punt there. And the Falcons will take over. They're set up at the 35 now. On 1st down, here's Penix. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Robinson on the inside give. And the hit stops him cold. Wow, he maybe got back to the line. Third down, it's Penix. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. First and 10, a run to Robinson. And he's able to manage a couple on that run. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Play action, here's Penix. And oh, someone stepped in, it's intercepted. Jordan Battle with the INT. And the Bengals will get possession up towards midfield as they take the interception up beyond the 40.
I've not yet in my lifetime come across a defender who hasn't told me how great an offensive player they were back in the day. Oh, you should have seen me as a running back or wide receiver. Well, right there, that defender showed some of that background. A brilliant job of getting into the open field and setting his offense up for success.
And he's brought down for a loss. Offense up to the line fast. Here's 2nd and 11. Gets it to his man, Mike Gesicki. And that's good for a gain of 5. Arnold Ebiketie makes it there for the stop. They're going to throw it on 3rd and long. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. His first target doesn't lead to his first catch. And now they're staring at a 4th down. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Here's Robinson up the middle. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Throwing from the pistol, Penix. Got a man, it's Drake London. And he's into the end zone for an Atlanta touchdown. The Falcons make it a 12-point game in the first. Drake London with the touchdown. So sensational work by the skill man there, Brock. Anytime you can make your quarterback look that good, you know he appreciates it.
That's a quarterback's best friend, no question. But on the other side, gosh, defensively, you got to get that skill player down. Period. Yeah. End of story. You can't give up that much yards after catch.
Falcon offense is ready. They're going for 2.
The Falcons will line up for the 2-point conversion.
He's throwing for it! And the conversion is no good as that pass falls incomplete.
Going to be a little armchair quarterback after that call. Looked like the defense knew exactly what was coming.
So they didn't call on him following the touchdown, but they do call on him here as he sends this away. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30.
Here we go.
Straight ahead, it's Brown. Oh, he gets clobbered behind the line. Working quickly here.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Play action now, Burrow. Throw left side, complete. They'll get 18 yards there. And it sets up a Cincinnati first down. New set of downs for him from the 46. Brown on the inside give. And he drives this across midfield and down into enemy territory. Offense in the hurry up here. They'll run again with Brown. And he'll get them enough for a first down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. On first down, here's Burrow. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
Brown on the carry. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. David Onyemata there for the stop. Offense up to the line fast. Third and long for him here. Went right, and that's intercepted. And the Falcons get it back after the turnover at the 29. All right, defense did its job, forced the offense into a third and long, and that, in large part, partner, led to that interception.
Such a dichotomy, Kate, in so many ways. Offensively, we hear all the time what? Stay on schedule, avoid these situations. Defensive coaches, you know what they say, earn the right to rush the passer, earn the right to make them one-dimensional, and when you do, go pay it off. And they did in the biggest of ways with that huge INT.
A dose of the hurry-up offense here. 2nd and 8. You don't get this complete to Pitts. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. They won't snap it in. Back for our second quarter. It's Falcons football. They've got 1st and 10 here, looking to add to their lead. Going right side, Robinson with it. And they had that one contained right at the line. Jermaine Pratt with the play defensively. Second and 10 now. He's on the move. He tucks it and takes off. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
Tick, 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 tick. You know, his internal clock right there told him it was time to escape, and good thing he listened to it. He was able to make something out of nothing and at least move them forward.
Third down, give to Robinson. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
You love a huddle? Kate, you really do. You love a huddle full of guys like this who just know how to keep the drive moving forward. There's some trust there that he's going to get the job done, and he's going to get another shot, I would guess, down the line.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he's down into the red zone. This run gets to the 18. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that first down marker.
From the 18 on 2nd down. Got a man, it's London. And that's a huge hit there, but he's still able to power through enough for a 1st and goal. Here's Robinson. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. Working quickly here. Throwing with a blitz on the way. And that's complete in the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons parlay the interception into points. Well, they definitely wanted to get that one out quick, Brock. They did just that, and it ends in 6.
We hear it all the time, but it is so true, Kate. This is a game about matchups. And when you see a throw that quick, it really was determined pre-snap. It was great design and tremendous execution.
That one right down the middle. And the Falcons go up by 19. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. And the kickoff is into and then out of the end zone. Touchback, this drive starting from the 30. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10.
11.
Now a give. It's Brown headed right. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. Offense in the hurry up here.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and
Here we go. 2nd and 9. Oh, this is getting ugly early. Intercepted again. That's Justin Simmons. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
They go play action. Here's Penix. Completes. It's Bijan Robinson. Gets it ahead, has about 5 yards. That was Geno Stone up there to make that play.
That's a defense's goal, right, Kate? Just get us to 3rd down so we can have a chance to get off the field. And that was a good adjustment on that stop in particular, when the back ended up being the target, and they were able to keep him short of the sticks.
This is Robinson. And the defense gets there to force a small loss. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Fourth down, here's Penix. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he runs it down inside the 15 before going out. A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10. They'll run it with Bijan. And this defense continuing to erase the ground game. This one stopped at the line. Penix escapes the pocket. And he gets back to the line, but no more.
What an excellent job there by the defense. Once he gets out on the move, to be able to corral and contain him and not give up any yards. So often the unit can't keep that contained, and a play like that will go for a big gain.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
You know, when we were growing up in the backyard, we call them alligators. 1 alligator, 2 alligator, 3 alligator. He needed another alligator in order to get that ball off. Credit the defense for forcing the incompletion.
Trying for it with Penix. And it's going to be incomplete. Couldn't connect to extend the drive. And a surprising 4th down call does not yield a first. This doesn't get there. It's a turnover on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
1st down, Burrow to throw. Connects with his back, Khalil Herbert. And they take him down at the 24-yard line. Offense up to the line fast. Burrow out of the shotgun. Forced out to his right. Oh no, they get him yet again. That's Justin Simmons. And the Falcons will have a shot at least a field goal here. Maybe the end zone after that return. Oh, man, Brock, those other leaders on that sideline, they've got to sit him down and calm him down. 3 consecutive drives now where he's thrown an interception.
Yeah, this defense is just all over him, seeing every throw, anticipating these routes before they're even run. When he's dropping back to throw, and I know this feeling, it's horrible as a quarterback. It feels like there's 20 defenders out there on this defense.
Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. They're now set for 1st and 10. Here's Robinson. And he gets very good yardage there. That's down inside the 10. All right, timeout taken by the offense. 5 seconds left, and they can take some points into the locker room on this final play of the half. The kick by Lutz is good. And their special teams converts to get them something out of that possession.
In that close, in the red zone, you know they're upset. They couldn't finish the drive with the touchdown. It's only half the points, but at least there's something to show for the possession.
Well, Brock, barring the touchback, this kickoff should run out the half, so better make that return good as it's away. And this one will not make it to the landing zone, so the same as it going out of bounds now. This is going to come out to the 40-yard line.
On one, ready?
All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime.
Here we go, here we go.
Throwing it just before halftime. He's trying to go deep again. This is caught inside the 15. And he flips the field for them before being taken down. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Welcome back, everybody. Kate Scott, Brock Huard with you as we're about set to begin the 3rd quarter. Now to kick it away, here's Pinion. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback.
On one, ready?
1st and 10 now from the 30.
Gun. Shot. 12.
Going with Brown on the ground. And he's going to be brought down at the 42. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. 1st and 10 now. Here's Burrow. That one's caught along the left sideline. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Burrow to the air now. Oh, no touchdown. It's intercepted. And the Falcons have it after forcing his 4th INT of the day.
Well, that's it right there. That's the resilience and the mental toughness that every coach wants to see from his defense. Not a great spot for him. Backed up close enough that they're going to get shots taken in the end zone. But instead of collapsing under pressure, they rose up and they created the takeaway.
Working quickly here. Here's Penix to throw. Has it downfield, working the left. And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. A very productive play from the rookie QB out of Washington. That gets them a 1st down. Penix looking to pass. Hits his tight end on the corner route. Now here he goes, down the right sideline. Touchdown, Atlanta! The Falcons push their lead further to start the half. Kyle Pitts with a touchdown. His 2nd scoring catch of the game. That one splits the uprights. And the Falcons continue piling on to this lead.
Bradley Pinion set to kick off.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. And it bounces out of the end zone, so they'll set up shop at the 30. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Now it's Brown. And he made a bid for midfield there, but stopped at his own side at the 49. Offense in the hurry up here. Burrow setting up the play action. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Trying again, following the set. He's in trouble, and they bring him down again. Offense up to the line fast. 3rd and long. Here's Burrow. Flushed out of the pocket. And that's a win for the pass rush. Hit as he threw it, leads to the incompletion. 4th down coming up.
This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
4th down, Burrow. That's Gesicki, he's got it! And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. Out of the shotgun, Burrow. Catch made by Chase Brown. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. On 1st down, here's Burrow. Flush down now to his left. Won't make the play on that one. It hits the deck, incomplete. Looking for the back that time. So it's 2nd down coming up.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. Brown. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. The Falcons spend the first of their 3 timeouts. As that'll leave him with just 2 to use the rest of the way.
Okay, all right. There's a little progress on 1st and goal. You keep it safe, you push a little closer, and now you're set up for what you want to do on 2nd down.
Here we go.
Burrow. He's got the Cincinnati touchdown. Evan McPherson on to try the extra point. And the kick is good. And the Bengals trail by 22 now. Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. And no return as this bounces through the end zone for a touchback. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Drive begins with a run. It's Robinson. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. He gets a couple on 1st, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. From the 32. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. Working quickly here. Penix facing a 3rd and long. Into a ton of traffic, and this one's intercepted. Von Bell takes it away. And the Bengals get the football back inside the 45-yard line after the interception. All right, that's now his 2nd interception thrown in this game. Obviously not a stat you want, but he does have those 4 touchdowns to fall back on.
And that pick, well, makes it a little bit better performance for this defense, right? I mean, you get burned 4 times, but at least you got a couple to hang your hat on that you did take away. I'm not sure that back is going to save them in what's going to be a really rough film session, though. Boy, offenses that connect in this intermediate zone are so effective. Getting to completion in that area, it not just sparks your offense, but it just turns that aggressive meter way up. They just couldn't quite find the connection.
No dice on that prior pass. Here's 2nd down.
Here we go.
They'll try it right with Brown. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down. 3rd and short, it's Burrow. Has it at the 7. He makes it in for the Cincinnati touchdown. The Bengals pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Jamar Chase touchdown. He's throwing for it. Oh, brother, it's another interception. And the Falcons take it away once again. The 5th time they've intercepted in this game.
29, Bengals 13. Evan McPherson, the kickoff for Cincinnati.
Here's McPherson on to handle the kickoff. Trying to locate it. Oh, no, he lost it. And it bounces out of bounds for the touchback. So no harm, no foul. First and 10 now from the 30. A give left side. Here's Robinson. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. 8 yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Penix now. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs. On first down, here's Penix. He misfired on that one. It's behind his man. Not on the same page with his tight end. So second down coming up. A handoff for Robinson, running right. And he's going to get stopped right around the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 12 there. And it's good for an Atlanta first down. Staying with Robinson. And he's got a chunk of yards as we've reached the end of 3. Second and 3 now. Another carry for Robinson. Juke the defender. And he's tackled with the first down yardage. Offense in the hurry up here. Penix now on first down. To the right side and reeled in by London. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Working inside the red zone. And he will score. Touchdown, Atlanta. The Falcons make it a 3-score game in the 4th. All right, partner, what do you think? Was that a design read, or did he just see space and he was reacting more on the old quarterback instinct there?
Yes. I think yes on both of them, and that play happens so fast that it really is instincts on both sides.
His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. Out to kick it away, here's Pinion. And he just sends it over the end zone. No threat of a return at all, but now they're going to spot the ball at the 30 to begin the drive. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Now Burrow. Oh, he put some heat on this deep ball. That's grabbed inside the 30. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down. He's looking deep once again. Oh my, it's intercepted in the end zone. There he goes, right sideline. He's at the 30, the 10, and he makes the Heps go. It's a touchdown on the pick six. I don't know about you, Brock, but I could almost feel them going through the 5 stages of grief over on that sideline, watching their would-be touchdown pass in 6 points return the entire way to the opposite end zone for 6 on the other side of the board.
You just don't really believe it's happening until he's, 30, 40 yards into his return. Then you're just powerless. Kate, just over 40 times in the history of the NFL this has happened.
Wow.
What a return to add to that list.
Well, Brock, hopefully some short memories on offense as they get it right back here on the kickoff after that pick six. And that one bounces through the end zone for a touchback. First and 10 now from the 30. A run with Brown. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Offense up to the line fast. Play action now, Burrow. That throw comes up short. Need a little more muscle on that one. That was Jamar Chase he was looking for there. So it'll be 3rd down. Slot man in motion right. Dialing up the jet sweep, 3rd down. What a hit. He gets flattened to the ground. A dose of the hurry-up offense here. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. And it falls incomplete. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense. Ball at the 33 for 1st down. Play action. Here's Penix. Throwing this back in the end zone. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Thought he had a touchdown there. And it sets up 2nd down. Here's Penix. He's got it near the 10. And he'll get this inside the 10 to the 9. Here's a counter give to Robinson. And that play is brought to a halt. At the 5-yard line. Working quickly here. Once more, it's Robinson. And he runs it across. Touchdown! The Falcons continue adding to an insurmountable lead. It's a Bijan Robinson touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Out to kick it away, here's Pinion.